everyone, welcome to Sunday. Yay! It's April. Happy spring. May the spring flowers shine in your way. That's not how it goes. What was I trying to say? May spring showers bring April flowers. I don't remember how it goes. Anyway, happy spring. Spring is coming, hopefully. But yeah. Got my wonderful Sundae here, which I love it so much. Yes, I do. Yeah. So this week on Na I don't know why I keep messing up. I got the giggles today. Oh my gosh. This week on Nana, yeah. Oh, wait. I forgot. So last week I talked about how, Nana sang for Hachi and Nobu to his new song, right? Then the neighbors weren't so happy about it, and Hachi thought it was a ghost, so she begged Nana to sleep with her. So Hachi got to sleep with Nana that night. It was really funny. And Nobu got to sleep on Hachi's bed. Yeah. It was pretty funny. So then after that, Shobu. I can't read. So after that, Shoji tells Hachi that he can't spend as much time with her as he wants because between school and his job, because he has to work extra hours to make money for rent and stuff. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm working all the time, And she's like, okay, I understand, and she doesn't really want to be a burden, so yeah. And then he goes to work and he has to train this new person, right? So he's training her and stuff, and it turns out her name is Sachiko. Oh my gosh. Sachiko? What a coincidence, right? Because that's the same name that Hachi came up with when she was imagining, Shoji, cheating on her. Yeah, it was so crazy. So he trains her at work and stuff, and then he finds out that they take the same train home. So he decides to, just to be safe, to walk her to the train and stuff too. Yeah. So then when going back to Nana and Nobu and the band and stuff, Nobu's trying to get Yasu to come back to be the drummer of Black Stones, right? Because he was a good drummer and he knows all the songs and stuff. So yeah, it would just be easier that way. Yeah. And then Nana's also got to try to find somebody to play bass. So they've got a singer, right, which is Nana. They have the drummer. If Yasu comes back, that'll be the drummer. The guitarist is Nobu. Yeah. And then they need a bassist. So yeah, she's trying to find a bassist and stuff. Because their last bassist was Ren, which was Nana's ex, who's now a bassist for Trap Nest. Yeah. And Hachi doesn't know that yet. Hachi doesn't know about Ren. There's this kid who comes and he's like, I can play bass. And he starts playing for them and auditioning, and he's actually really good. Oh my gosh. He knows their songs. And does he know their songs? I don't know if he knows their songs, but my hair. He knows a lot of Ren songs, and he plays a lot like Ren, and they're all shocked. And then he admits, he's like, yeah, I really like Ren. I want to be like Ren, from Trap Nest. He's so good. Yeah, it's so cool. So then he's also and I know where we can go to practice. There's a studio nearby that I can get us in to practice, the songs. And so that was that. He's in because he's really good. He plays like Ren, which is what they needed. And he even knows of a studio that they can go to practice. So that way they're not annoying Nana's neighbors. Yeah. Well, his name is Sheen. Yeah, the kid's name is Sheen. And Nana's suspicious that he's too young to even, be here. But he says he's 18. But he doesn't seem 18. But they let him join anyway. Yeah. So then later, going back to Shoji, he ends up running into her at his school, his university. And come to find out, she goes to the same school as he does. So it's like, oh, he sees her a lot, you know, between like school and then work. He sees her all the time. And she's really sweet. She is. Yeah, Sachiko ends up falling in love with Shoji. And then he has to tell her that he's got a girlfriend, you know? And she's like, oh, right, I'm so sorry, I didn't even ask, you know? And he's like, oh, it's okay, you know? Yeah, but they still spend a lot of time together because they see each other at school and they see each other at work, and he walks her to the train station because they get on the same train together. Yeah, it's pretty hard because Shoji realizes that Sachiko does like him. But he has Nana, you know, the Hachi Nana. Yeah, and then going back to like Nana and Hachi realizes she spent way too much lately. She spent too much on like new stuff for the house, and then she even bought some new clothes and stuff, and she doesn't have enough money for rent. It's so sad. So yeah, so she's stressing about that. And then the manager of her store, Mr. Mizukoshi, he asks to have dinner with her. And she didn't eat that day because she didn't have the money to get food on her way to work, so she's really hungry. So she says, yes, I'll go to dinner with you because she's really hungry. So they go out to dinner and stuff, and they have a pretty good time. And walking back to the store, Mr. Mizukoshi's like, hey, I have to tell you something. And Hachi's like, oh no, this can't be happening. I have a boyfriend. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I have to let him down easy, you know? And she's kind of like panicking in her head. And Mr. Mizukoshi's like, I have to close the store. I'm really sorry, but that means you won't have a job anymore. And so not only was she wrong about his intentions, but now she's out of a job. It's so sad. Hachi's like, no. It's really funny. So then she goes to her friends Junko and Kyosuke, and she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have money for rent, and I'm out of a job. I need help, guys. I need money. And Kyosuke is about to give her some money, and Junko rips it out of his hand, and she's like, no, you cannot give her money. And Kyosuke's like, why? And Junko's like, she's just gonna spend it on stuff. You don't know her like I do. As soon as you give her money, it's gone. And it's so funny. So instead, Junko gives her a bag of rice. She's like, here, make sure this lasts you and stuff. Which is actually pretty helpful if you think about it, because now she won't starve, at least, you know? And so Hachi's like, no, but she accepts it anyway, because, you know, it's rice and it helps. So yeah, and then she goes to her boyfriend Shoji, and she tells him that, you know, she's losing her job, she doesn't have enough money for rent, and he's like, oh no, I'm so sorry, here's some pickled plums that I got from my grandma. And she's like, oh, Shoji, no, you're so not helpful, you know? It's like, Hachi, what were you expecting, you know? Not everybody's just gonna give you money. It's so funny. It's really funny. Yeah. So then she's like walking home one day, and she goes to like check her account, her bank account, and she finds that she has money in it. She has like an extra like 30,000 yen. And she's like, whoa, that's a lot. And she's like, yay, I have money now. And she got it from her mom. Her mom deposited money into her account. And she's with Nana at this time, and she's like, yay, we should go celebrate by like eating some delicious food. And Nana's like, are you serious? She's like, no, you're gonna save that money. You're not gonna spend it right away. Oh my gosh, you need to get another job, and you need to be responsible. And Hachi's like, oh, but I wanted food. And Nana's like, then we're gonna get cheap food at the grocery store, and we're gonna make it at home. It's really funny, yeah. So Nana's like, no luxury food or no luxuries for you, Hachi. Not like this ice cream. It's so yummy. Yeah. It's really funny. So then there was one night, like, Shoji was going home after work, And he always takes Sachiko to the train station too, right? Because they're going the same way. And they do this every day after work. And so they're running to catch the last station, or the last train, because that's what they have to do. They're almost always late. So they're running to try to catch the train, and Sachiko's shoe falls off. And she's like, oh no, Shoji, just go on without me, I'll be okay. And so she goes to get her shoe, and she puts it back on, and she looks up, and he's still there. He missed the train with her. It was kind of sweet. And then he realizes she's wearing heels. She never wears heels when they're on the way to the train because she knows that they have to run. She normally wears tennis shoes, so it's like, why is she wearing heels today? So he asks her, Sachiko, did you do that on purpose? And she's like, yes, I did. And it's like, what? Why? Why would she do that? And she admits that she wanted to spend more time with him. Oh, it's so sad because, Shoji has Nana, Hachi. Yeah, so she did it on purpose. So Shoji realizes that he has feelings for her too. And it's, because they've been spending so much time together, they've started really liking each other without really meaning to, I guess, So yeah, Shoji starts to feel more feelings for her. So yeah, Nana has no idea about any of this though. Nana doesn't even know that Sachiko exists. So yeah, so then the next day, Nana calls her mom to thank her for the money and stuff, and her mom says it's for the wedding. And Nana's like, wait, what wedding? What are you talking about? And apparently, her sister has been blabbing her mouth that Nana ran away to Tokyo to be with some guy. Which is only partly true, just a little true. But she's not getting married. So she's like, well, I didn't elope. I'm not getting married. And so her mom's like, well, just keep the money for whatever you need it for then. She's like, just don't move back home, okay? And it's so sad. It's like, oh, because Nana thought that her mom was like, oh no, my poor, little Nana, is low on money. I need to send her some money so she's okay, And she didn't want to tell her mom about her being low on, rent money because she thought maybe her mom would make her go home. So she didn't even tell her mom. She was like, oh, how did my mom know? And it wasn't even money for that. Ooh, my hair. Yeah, it's so funny. And her mom's like, just don't move back home. She seems so tired all the time. She has 3 girls, by the way. So yeah, Hachi Nana has 2 sisters. So yeah, that's what happens this week, or this time on the anime. Nana, yeah. Food time! Yay! This is where I talk about food. While I eat my ice cream. Yum. Oh, I was wondering about cinnamon. The spice? The spice cinnamon? Do you like cinnamon? I personally really like cinnamon and sugar things. Yeah. Like cinnamon rolls and cinnamon mochas. Hot mochas you can get with coffee and stuff. Ooh, put some cinnamon in that and it's really good. Yeah. But what about that hot cinnamon? You know how you can get cinnamon hot things? Red hot candies? The cinnamon kind? What's the difference between the spice cinnamon and the hot candies and stuff? I don't understand how they got cinnamon to be so spicy and hot, It's the same cinnamon, right? It's so weird. Excuse me. Because the spice cinnamon is used for baking and stuff, and then you've got the candy, and it's is that fake cinnamon or is that made with a real cinnamon kick? I don't know. Do you like cinnamon? I don't really like the red hot cinnamon. I really like the sugary one though. Do you remember that gum? There was this chewing gum that was called Big Red, It was cinnamon flavored and like hot. I didn't really like it all that much because it was so hot. I was like, it always like burned my mouth, you know? Have to eat some ice cream. Yeah. But yeah, I wonder what makes it so hot. Like what do you put with cinnamon that makes it hot? Yeah. Cinnamon rolls with icing. Cinnabon. It's so good. Yeah. Oh, and the cooked cinnamon apples. You know how you can cook apples with like sugar and stuff, and then you can put cinnamon on it? Cinnamon apples. Oh my gosh, that's so yummy, especially when it's nice and warm. It's like cinnamon applesauce. Yeah. That's so good. So good. Really good cinnamon stuff. Ooh, there's these Cinnabon Delights, they're called, from Taco Bell. Those are so good. They're these little balls, and they're like breaded and cinnamony. And on the inside is like a delicious sweet cream. I don't know what's inside. I don't know if it's icing or what, but oh, they're so good. They're like one of my favorite desserts. Along with ice cream. Yeah. Cinnabon Delights from Taco Bell. That's what they're called. If you haven't had them, you should try them. They're so good. I have to put both hands up for some reason for the camera to see both. Because if I have one down, my hand is flat. I don't understand. And then I put it up, and then it can see it. It's so weird. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird sometimes. Anyway, story time. It's time for stories. Yeah. Once upon a time, there was a fox in the forest. Yeah, it's like a magical, beautiful forest. And this fox, he was all alone, but he liked it that way because foxes can be, they're very solitary. Solitary? Is that what you call it? Solitary animals, where they like to be alone, not really in packs or anything. Yeah. So he goes and he does his thing every day. He goes hunting. I guess what chance? He goes hunting. He fishes sometimes. Like he'll stand by the river and watch for fish, you know, and he's like looking at all the little fishies in the river, and all of a sudden he'll and he'll bite one and he'll get a fish. That's his favorite. He really likes to eat fish. Yeah. So he eats fish and stuff, and then he goes on an adventure and kind of, you know, walks around the forest and stuff and sees if anything has changed. Yeah, it's so cool. Sometimes he'll come across a wolf. It's kind of scary. So he'll smell the wolf and he'll be like, oh no. And then he'll go the other way. Because yeah, the wolves are mean to him. So he doesn't want to mess with the wolves. They're bigger and meaner. Yeah. So yeah, so he goes back into his little den, his little burrow, and that's where he sleeps every night. Yeah. And one morning he wakes up, he stretches, he gets his morning drink from the river, and he sees the fish, but he's not really hungry yet, so he doesn't eat any fish right now. And then he wanders, you know, he does his normal daily routine of a walk and stuff. And then he comes across this little girl, she's all alone in the forest, and she's just sitting there, and she looks lost. At first he's gonna turn around and run away, but then he sees that she's crying, and he goes up to her, and he's like, hey, are you okay? What's wrong? And she's like, I'm lost. I don't know where I am. I was walking to my grandma's house, and now I don't know where I am. And he's like, oh, your grandma's house? Huh, I don't remember seeing any houses near here. And so he decides to help her look for her grandma's house. Yeah. And so he's sniffing around, and she's like, I think it's this way. So he goes with her, and they're trying to find grandma's house. And then all of a sudden they come across a wolf. And normally the fox would just run away, but he didn't want to leave the girl. So he stays and he holds his ground. And he's like, oh, I will try to protect you, little girl. And the wolf is like, ooh, who's this? Delicious meat I see. And the fox is like, no, go away. And the wolf is like, you're no match for me. I'm bigger and badder than you. And the fox knows he's right, but he doesn't want to admit that. So he bluffs and says, you don't know the things that I know. And the wolf's like, what do you mean? I know things. And the fox is like, you don't know what I know. And the wolf is like, well, what do you know? And the fox, trying to think. He's a sly fox. So he tells the wolf that there is a lot of meat being delivered to the nearby town. And instead of trying to fight the fox and get the little girl who doesn't have hardly any meat on her, look at her, she's so tiny. There's like hardly any meat on her. You should go after that cart full of fresh meat. And the wolf was like, really? And the fox is like, well, yeah, that would be the easy thing to do. And he's like, all right, fine. I'll get my wolf pack and we'll go get that meat from the cart. And off he goes to leave the fox and the girl alone. Yeah. Yep. So then they make it to Grandma's house. Yay! They find Grandma's house and everything, and the fox is like, here you go, be safe. And next time try to bring a friend or like an adult or something with you. And she's like, yes, I will do that. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much, Fox. You're the best. And she gives him a treat from her basket. Yeah. She gives him some berries and even a fish, because she had a fish in there, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, he's very happy he helped her. And then he got home and he felt very satisfied with what he did. Yeah. And the wolves got tricked because there was no cart with fish or meat. Yeah, but it's okay. The end. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for Sunday this week. I hope you enjoy these. I know I do. They're a lot of fun. Yeah. What should we talk about next week? Give me some ideas on stories and foods. Like, I'm gonna probably talk about Nana again, because there's still more to come on Nana. But give me some ideas on which foods to talk about, and maybe some kind of story topic. That would be fun. Yeah, so write down in the comments some ideas for next week. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Ooh, cherry. Yay, cherry. Yum, yum, yums in my tum-tums. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my video, make sure you give it a like. Oh, I can't point. So weird. Anyway, and if you like my content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Because yeah, I do tutorials and I play some games, and I do things like this too, where I just kind of like talk and stuff. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Yum, yum in my tummy. Yum, yum in my tummy. Yum, yum. Yum, yum.